principle number 5, thinking, not knowing. Now, as you're learning, as we go through the 12 principles to life masteries, there are some that do seem a little bit rough, but they will help us to reach beyond our dreams and goals in every area of our life. This particular principle is one of those harder principles, and again, probably don't utilize this principle on individuals unless they've been through this and coached in it. Because this principle states that so many times when people ask us what we think about something, somebody asks you or somebody asks me, Mark, what do you think about this? Often, what's my response? My response, our response is often, I don't know. Well, that's not really what they ask us, is what we knew. They ask us what we thought. And so again, it's getting back to the truth. So very gently, you would say to me, Mark, I'm sorry, but I didn't ask you, what you knew. I asked you what you thought. If you don't think, just be honest with me and tell me I'm not thinking today. Now, again, that kind of spins our mind and say, really? So, I don't know where we get this. It's kind of laziness. It's kind of sloppiness. It's not really driving ourselves to be all that we can be. My daughter, Katrina, 15, I remember 10 years ago when she was actually 5, we've trained all of our kids from birth in these 12 principles to life masteries. And it's phenomenal. It's really become a culture within our family. And what I found is the same culture is universal all over the world, to where great organizations have these natural laws, these principles embedded within every team member. Every young person, every teen that's really successful somehow almost unconsciously knows some of these natural laws. But Katrina, I remember she came out into the garage and I was on a ladder, and Katrina looked up and she said to me, Daddy, what you doing? And I said, Katrina, honey, what do you think Daddy's doing? And she says, I don't know. Very gently, I said to her, Katrina, honey, Daddy didn't ask you what you knew. Daddy asked you what you thought. If you don't think, it's okay. Just be honest with Daddy and just tell me you're not thinking today. Yes, it's really true. That's what happens in the Boersma household. Now, what does that do? The goal was to inspire every one of our 7 children to learn how to think. Because they have some of the most amazing thoughts, and we'll be sharing those as well. And some of the greatest discoveries that I have made have not come from my 3 bachelor's degrees, has not come from reading phenomenal books, has not come from talking to world leaders and unbelievable thought, high-level thinkers, but they have come from my children. And so if I, as a leader, share my thoughts before you have a chance to share your thoughts, or if you're leading me and you share your thoughts before I share mine, it will often shut mine down or shut yours down. So let's be thinkers, because when we're thinkers, we share our thoughts with somebody else and they share their thoughts. It's the combination of all of our thoughts that produce phenomenal success. So we trust this principle, thinking, not knowing. We trust this principle will change your life forever.